Hello again, everyone. Do you recognize this game? So it's been a while. I checked the upload date of my last Enigma episode, and can you believe it? It's been a whole 40 years. So, might as well use my remaining time on this planet to try and get back into it. So, I actually tried to replay this a few weeks ago, but I was not in the mood. I cleared one level and got stuck on this one to catch you up to speed with what happened. Let's see if I'm feeling it a little bit more today. So, let's start with Look Closely. So, this is a Martin level, a name I definitely recognize, although I will be honest, I have probably forgotten a few names. And you can see stones on the right, got a seed here, and we plant it, and oh no, that's not good. And they seem to be proliferating at a rather rapid pace. This is very unfortunate. Oh no. So let's restart. And obviously I can't like rerun through the motions, but I can at the very least roll back what I did. So there's a little secret hidey hole here with the seed. And this seed is a good one. And this is how you beat the level. So obviously you won't be able to see my first reaction to that, but use your imagination. It seems that a lot of levels in this pack seem to revolve around fake or invisible or hidden objects. And here's this level. So this one's interesting. This is quite a dexterity challenge, but let's restart. Is this a random maze? It looks like it. Yeah, this is a random maze. And the special rule to this random maze is we've got this little timer here. And it seems to be on a regular interval. I can't quite tell how long it is. It seems irregular. I don't think it's at whole second intervals. But basically, for every interval, it's exerting a small force on me in one of the directions. And you can see I'm trying my best to resist that pull. But it's sort of rotating in a counterclockwise motion. And let's see if we can navigate our way through this. So, alright, we've made some headway. I'm gonna have to get used to moving with these weird floor tiles. Alright, so that's a red, and I'm assuming since I didn't hear a plonk that there was a blue up here. That's probably a fair assumption, so blue and red. Unfortunately, I'm still not quite at full dexterity mode, but at the very least I'm able to survive in this level. So, right, there's the little antsy part, is I've got to be able to navigate around the room borders, and unfortunately the camera is really unallowing. Actually, I should check the options. Is there any... No video changes during an ongoing game. Alright. Can I save any video changes during in windowed mode, tile set, window size? I don't think these are going to change the viewport is the problem. Yeah, the viewport might be a level specific parameter, so I might not have any luck in doing the thingamabob. Of course, even though the mechanics are against me, that doesn't mean that I can't try, at least, to play counter to them. So, alright, we might as well use this opportunity. We lost a life, but we gained information, and that's pretty good in my book. So blue and red again. I'm not actually sure if the Oxid Stones are constant or use a specific shuffling. At the very least, yeah, I'm relatively assured that that is a way that can be gone. Lost the level though. It's just like that sometimes. Okay, so there's a red, so we know at least that the oxids aren't constant. Went around that bend a little bit haphazardly, but again, we gained information. I'm not sure if there's anything particular we can learn about the again, seems to be diametrically opposed. The main issue is that it's hard to be very sure of... Okay, that's unfortunate. I feel like I couldn't quite remember if that was a match, but we're back at the start. So this is just a matter of getting used to the mechanic, and it's a dexterity challenge. We use this little cubby hole to go around here. Okay, so we can get matches like that. That is good to know. Alright, so I think, yeah, we'll try to use opportunities where we're pushed in specific, like, parallel directions is what I'm thinking of. We'll use parallel forces as the times for us to check for specific, like, room borders. Let's see if we can't lose the puzzle. Gotta not rush it. We can't rush this. So that's unfortunate. But I'm definitely feeling in a better mood for this than I was last time. Again, my last session of this was like, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I tried to get the viewport to scroll there, but didn't quite manage it. So resist right, resist upwards, resist leftwards. Okay. I probably shouldn't continue if I use a life for literally nothing, but at the very least we know a bit more about how the room is shaped. Okay. So I think we've got a blue. We'll know how the overall arrangement is. Okay, but we lost our life, so that's fine. This might be the only puzzle I do today. I'm not going to set any expectations on myself for room clearance, and I'm probably not in the mood to grind par times in between sessions either. We'll just have to see how it works. Alright. So red and blue. Resist in this direction. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Alright. So a little bit of an unfortunate bump. Yeah. So I think the main strategy to this level is just to be careful about bumps and be careful to resist the current motion and also prepare to resist the next direction of push. And try not to overcompensate and get sent flying like that. We can hit that before the timer even activates, which is quite good. Alright. That's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to reset. No need to play on fewer lives than is necessary unless we make meaningful progress. Alright, that's a little bit of a cumbersome layout there. Alright. It turns out, I think if I make no input, then it's actually a little bit easier to resist the force and not, like, overcompensate, so to speak. There's definitely some skill to it. Not to say that I'm at that level of skill, but at the very least, I'm on the path to understanding. And there's a pretty long way I seem to need to go. So I'm going to actually reset there. If I don't get a match within 2 lives, I'm just going to, like, call it, I think. It's really unfortunate that the scrolling happens where it does. Alright, so we got information. Let's go along this way. Alright, this is promising. Just be careful in this direction. Alright, we got a match. Let's try to... Unfortunate that we couldn't hit that top right one, but we still got an opportunity. So we move down, we move right, we move up, we move left, we move down, move right, move up, move left. Alright, I think I'm getting used to this whole camera panning thing. Unfortunate, but that's life. Yeah, so the reason I stopped playing on the last session that you will never get to see ever because I deleted the footage. Very simple reason. Turns out if you eat too much before a game, you get really encumbered is the best word I can use to describe it, and that's not a very good state to play video games in. Alright, we've revealed that one. Let's see if we can't. Alright. Let's try to learn the layout up here. Okay, so we'll have that in mind. Unfortunate loss of life. Yeah, let's play this the careful way. That wasn't quite careful, but it was careful enough. We survived, that's all that matters. Alright, so now we go up here. A little bit down, to the right, to the up, to the left, to the down, to the right, to the up. There we go, level finished. That feels good. 12 doors. Alright, this looks like a Sokoban. Gotta get used to this pretty quick speed. Trying to think. This... Yeah, getting used to this speed is always a little bit hard, but this doesn't seem too bad. I do see that there is a south connection, so I'm expecting this puzzle to be a two-parter. Alright. I'm not seeing any cause for worry just yet. I'll push this out of the way. and this, and that. Alright. So I think I've got the picture. I'll just delicately push these boxes. Sort of a meditative experience, you know? So yeah, I've actually been wanting to get back around to this for a while, but I just hadn't quite been feeling it, but now I am feeling it, and I think I'm glad about that. I think I will try to I want to try to move this right. Okay. The fact that this is already here, I'm going to move this all the way over. It's a little bit of an unnecessary move, but in case I make any mistakes, it's a more leniency for block pushing. It's funny that this game can introduce the concept of like movement and precision to Sokoban. Alright, let's figure out how we're going to clean out this section. Because we've got a dangerous 4x4 in waiting up there, which the level will become unsolvable if we allow to happen. I think we need to move this. And this. Then we'll go around here, bump that like that. This is a dangerous situation to be in. Alright, it worked out well enough. I do think I was pretty close to making the puzzle unsolvable there, but here we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. That's a laser. This is worrisome. I might need to be paying a little bit more attention if this is like a combination lock of some kind. There we go. Made the puzzle impossible. It's just like that sometimes, you know? So, back to where we were before. So we gotta do that, and then that, and this. Do that. Yeah, so we might not solve that many puzzles in this episode, but at the very least we can try to solve 3, maybe 4. That floor type, like this metallic one, I forget what it's called. It's just like so fast. Like I'm hardly even like nudging a few millimeters on my trackpad, and it just goes haywire. But no other option but to keep on going. Alright, actually this should be mostly fine, because this floor type, I believe it's called mortar, is a lot more frictiony. I don't have to worry as much about like pushing a block in the bad direction here. Just gotta make sure I'm not like totally hamming it. Yeah, some doors are opening and some are closing, I think. Maybe I should try to, like there. Presumably there's a pattern here. I think it might be pretty basic, but... Alright, so push this down. Push this that away. Push that away. Saunter along to here. Bump that. Do that little maneuver. Try not to over push it this time, since that is a possibility that we have established. Alright. Can we see that laser in action again? It might just be a little bit farther down there. If it turns out that we need to block that laser, then we can probably just like push out one of the doors, or like push something off of the buttons, since it does seem like they one-to-one correspond to those doors. Anyways, back to doing this. It's nice and peaceful, you know? It's funny. I know I've been doing my Tactical Nexus uploads for a bit, and usually in those videos I have a lot more of an active voice, but for this one, you know, it just is nice to be a little bit more calm about it. Of course, I'm not sure if you're able to hear my calm voice with my mic settings. It's probably even worse when my fan is blasting at full force. But okay, that says something. How many blocks do I have left? I have 4, so it is 1 for everything. That sounds like it's turning on a laser. Hold on, if I do this... Okay, no, that's just the progression of the laser, up and down. So, let's keep those in place. Let's see what happens when we block all these buttons, and try not to fumble it in a historical fashion. Bump. I think this might be one of my favorite songs in this soundtrack. I'm not sure if there's a way to like mod this game to add any like more music selections to it, but the selection that is on display here, I do quite enjoy it. Some of them are a little bit quirky, but I think I like pretty much all of them. I'm thinking, I think I want to... I'm going to bump that down to block off the laser, but I'm going to keep all of these in place. Just so that I can presumably get the best view of what's actually down there, while still having the opportunity to turn on the laser should I require it. There's a possibility that there might be some like laser shenanigans, like mirrors and stuff, that we finagle in the bottom section, and then when we're ready, then we like bump the thingy to thing the thingy, if you know what I mean. You definitely know what I mean. Alright. Be careful not to fumble the last one. It's been a solid 5 minutes. 6 minutes more like. But just a few more pushes and this block will be in place. So, what's down here? Curious. Okay, well here's one thing. This is a laser, which means that the laser is capable of transforming. I forget if I've established it in a prior episode, but a laser shooting a battery will turn it into glasses, which can reveal secrets. And again, Enigma 2 seems to be foundationally about hidden ways. Who knows, maybe there's some wall here which I'm neglecting. Let's go ahead and check. Could also probably be a little bit more forceful in case they're like pushables instead. You never know how it is with Enigma 2. I say that only being a fraction of the way into it. Hey, look at that. Yep. At this point, I'm not even surprised anymore. It's more like... I'd say this is a proof of my mastery, you know? Like, there's a funny afoot, and I understood the funny, and I played along with it. I expected it, and with my knowledge of what to expect, I applied it and solved the puzzle. So that's cool. Alright, Guy Busser. I think that is a first for this author. Got a cool little, I want to call it like a cross-stitch floor here, but I don't know what it is. I'd have to look up the manual. Got a hole here. This is definitely a guitar. I just bumped something. Let's go ahead and reset, because I think I fumbled it. Let's go down here. Alright, so we've got blocks. We've got oxids. Alright, that seems like a pretty lucky layout. I've got to be a little bit careful here, but I was sufficiently careful. Here's the thing. If I try to bridge on this top row, then I'm not going to be able to bring a block across. But if I bridge on the bottom row, then this becomes a possibility. We might be able to ferry a block across to the other half of the puzzle. So let's do this. A little bit of a fine maneuver, but nothing that I can't handle at this point. So it seems like this is a much faster moving floor than the black or the white. Alright, let's check what's over here first. Huh, okay. So we've got... Oh, this is looking like something. C, D, E minor, G. Okay, so C, D, E minor, G. I'm not the best at music, but we got some blocks, which we can put here, presumably. C, D, E minor, G. I do know where all of those notes lie in relation to each other, but I'm not sure what I'll be doing to like encode it. So we've got the staff here. Wait, is that the staff? Somehow I'm blanking on what a staff looks like, but I think that's one. But we've got... I see a seed over there, and a seed on the staff itself, too. Notably... Okay, so the ones on the walls are permanently trapped, unless there's more hidden shenanigans, which, like, at this point, like, again, proven in the last puzzle, but, like, hidden shenanigans are so ubiquitous in Enigma 2, from what I've observed, that it's literally just, like, it's like a core part of each level to just check every wall. Let's try to keep focused, though. So we've got potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free blocks on this top section, assuming there's no way to free the ones trapped on the walls. We can't free anything on the left wall because they're all in 2x2 formation. The ones on the right wall, we could push them down if nothing else. And we've got another block there. Alright, you know what? I'm not sure what's going on here, but what I'm going to do... Alright. Doesn't seem like there was anything hidden there. Not that I could tell, at least. Is there... Alright, well, we got a match. That's nice. We do have 3 lives. How many oxids are left? We've got... Oh, hold on. The encoding mechanism spoken of here might be this guitar. And unfortunately, I'm not sure how to play guitar chords. If so, then I might have to skip this one and learn how to play guitar chords. So I'll keep that in mind as a potential reason to save this for later. But at the very least, I'm pretty sure what you do is you hold your fingers in these little divots to choose the chord you want to play, and then you strum down here by moving across. I'm not sure if it's aesthetic or not yet, but it seems like it might be something of note. Alright, back to wondering what the heck is going on here. I believe it was C, D, E minor, G. It might be like each one of these rows is a thingamabob which we have to like play one of the notes on. Potentially. I'm not sure why else there'd be all these buttons here. Let's try to make sense of this layout. Let's get that seed actually. So I'm not seeing any way to free these, but okay, so that seed grows a block. I think I've lost the puzzle, but while we're in the losing state, we might as well attempt a thing. Also, I'm realizing, so we can't actually use the block in this screen for anything over here. It'd be trapped on the bottom row, is the main thing. So let's make sense of the blocks here. I guess I'll do my typical secret scanning. I think what might be going on is if we can free one block at all to bring over here, then perhaps we'll be able to open up some of these, I forget, I guess they're just called yellow blocks. Maybe something opens the yellow blocks and that allows me to hit the oxid stones. Who knows? Let's check around this side again to see if there's anything we could do to potentially free a block. This seems like a pretty deliberate setup to make it seem as though there's no way to free a block in this puzzle. Although, hold on, I shouldn't call it too early. I might be able to free exactly one block. The top right one, by pushing it down, by pushing all the ones under it to the left. That might be viable. So let's try it. So we'll do that and that to get those out of the way. Do that to get that out of the way. Then we'll do this. And check it out. We got a free block. I've spent a large amount of time just sort of taking it slow on this puzzle, but hey, Enigma is a game to be taken slow. Okay, I did not account for this. I did not realize there was water here, which has some implications. Could we bridge to the staff in some other way? Alright, I think we might be lost, but there's still things we can try. So let's go inside this mechanism. Alright, there's nothing we can do. It's unfortunate. I noticed some slight texture differences in these little stitch patterns. I wonder if staying on one of these, like, changes something. Not sure if it does. Yeah, fundamentally, it looks like different switches hold down different, like, yellow blocks. So maybe these are the cords, and we do actually need to get some blocks on top of these. And maybe like a combination of blocks on this thing is equivalent to a chord. So let's go ahead and reset the puzzle. We're not going to worry about oxids just yet. We'll just skip right to the important part, which is bridging over here. Actually, I should check for hidden walls over here. There's a non-zero chance that I could break through to the other side and obtain that seed, which seems unobtainable. Perhaps not. Suppose I should also check for things on the left. Let's give it a quick perusal. Apologies for that brief intermission. Not sure how long that was, maybe 3 minutes, but just had to take care of some business elsewhere. Anyways, back to this puzzle. Yeah, not too much of note that I thought about in that time gap. Let's see if this note changed. C, D, E minor, G. So I guess in terms of intervals, that'd be like up 2, up 3 maybe, up 3 more, I don't know. Alright, back to thinking about this. Because yeah, it's such a strange layout here. Like, okay, if we could push all of these boxes down. Alright, can we push all of these boxes down? I guess we should try. So I think that would look something like... starting by pushing the left one up, maybe? So let's look at this. So we do this. This does get us into a rather unfortunate locked position. We can push one down, but we might be unable to do anything more than that. We can push down 2 more, but actually, can we? I might have fumbled something by pushing that there. Anyways, carrying on. So we can push down 2. That's better than the 1 that I had last time, but we need to somehow push down either all 4 or we do something else. Nothing super secret looking over here. Quite a boggling puzzle indeed. What is the point of this block? Why is this block here? Sorry, business squared. You know, I still can't figure out the point of this. Like, let's try pushing it up. See what happens. I see a seed in here. That's interesting. Yeah, not sure the point of this little maze here. Yep. Just doing another routine secret check. Yeah, that's unfortunate. If I can't make heads or tails of this in enough time, then I probably will call it for the episode. But I'd say I still have some amount of time at least. I guess... I forget. Is there anything special if I push a block on top of a battery? Let's try it. Nope, just a battery. So, back to doing what we did before. I mean, I guess I'll bring this over here. It's something that I haven't yet tried. Who knows, maybe I'll hit upon a revelation. Because the things that perplex me about this puzzle are the seeds and the other stuff. I don't think I can push a block through this grate. If I could, then I'd be in a wonderful situation for the switches, but... let's try to, like, see if we can watch an animation play. Not seeing anything. And I don't think we can... We can't actually leave an item on these. That's interesting to know. C, D, E minor, G. Yep. I wish I shared in your same divine wisdom. Like, is there something with, like, the way the things here are oriented? Or... This is confounding. Can't place anything on those. Yeah, right. I think these count as actors, and I don't think two actors can share the same tile, which is why I can't drop an item on them. Yeah. I do think it might be imperative that I figure out how to play the guitar chords before I give this another look. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thingamabobs here, and who knows how I play the chords. I could probably maybe involve the block somehow. But, yeah, I don't think there's much stuff I can do just on pure guesswork alone. So this might be the first proper, like, stumper, which I don't even know how to approach. But that's fine by me. At the very least, I did solve some puzzles, so I would consider that a success for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Enigma, and hopefully I'll be able to provide something for this level next time. So see you later.